How to check and change your spark plugs. Believe it or not, it's actually really simple, and the process is pretty much the same between most vehicles. First and foremost, you're going to locate your spark plug, so take your engine cover off and locate the coil packs. On most, if not all inline engines, they're usually right at the top. So I have 4, inline 4. And on most, if not all V engines, this one's a V6, they're going to be more on the side here. So 3 are on this side, and the other 3 are going to be on the other side. So second, you're going to want to unplug all the coil packs. Most of them use a pretty generic clip system where you pull back on the white, and then the whole thing just pulls out. Third, you got to loosen the one bolt for the coil pack. In my case, it's an 8 mil. Once you get the bolt out, it's just a little wiggle and out it comes. Most ratchet sets come with 2 of these, and these are specifically to remove spark plugs. So there's 2 sizes, 5/8 and 13/16, and in my case I need the 5/8. Once you get the size you need, stick it down in the hole and start loosening. Now that it's fully loosened, out comes the spark plug. Now that we're at the workbench, the first thing you're going to want to check is your spark plug gap. Usually it varies by car, but there's a very simple tool, spark plug gap tool. And you just got to get the gap for your car. In my case, it is 0.025 of an inch. Stick it in between this gap right here, and you just want to make sure there is no play in there at all, and it fits snug, which it does, so it's gapped correctly. Next, you just want to check the general condition of it. I mean, mine's a little black. It's got maybe 2,000 kilometers on it, so that's normal. Everything else, nothing looks cracked or broken. Then you also want to check the ceramic side. This is very important as well. And unfortunately, actually, in my case, the ceramic is broken. Now there's the new plug. Let's say, for example, your gap is actually not set correctly and you need to close it. In the case of closing it, honestly, I mean, I don't know if people recommend this or not, but the way it's worked for me is I just put it on like a piece of wood or something and just kind of press on it a bit. You can put a decent amount of weight before it actually bends, and then you just recheck the gap. In the case of it being too small, what you can do is you can actually grab the back side of the spark plug tool here. And you can put it, as long as you're not touching the little diode, put it here and you can kind of pull it up. Again, don't be scared to put force on it because it does take some force. So with the spark plug gap correctly, you can just put it back in the tool, and it's just as simple. So you put it down in here. A good tip is to loosen it before you tighten it so you can feel it click into the threads. Once it does that, you can start tightening. And with the wrench, you just want to get it nice and snug. The rest is very easy. It's just reverse order. So you get your coil pack, make sure you press it in, get the bolt, make sure you tighten that down. Once you tighten it down, it's as simple as just plugging it in and locking the white clip. And guys, that's it. The new spark plugs are in. As you can tell, it's actually very simple with just common hand tools.